Vernal clouds have turned the star wheel. Summer is upon us. The longest day of the year, the summer solstice, is today. The brightness of summer is truly here. The longest day of the year has gone by many names in many cultures. Neolithic monuments are aligned to the solar peak. This celebration of this powerful time predates written record. It is a piece of our history as a species. In contemporary pagan religious practice, many of us call the summer solstice Litha. This word comes from the Anglo-Saxon term for the 2 months roughly corresponding to June and July. Like many aspects of pagan practice, the contemporary celebration of the holiday is a reconstruction based on what we know of pre-Christian practices. As we celebrate the power of the sun, we also honor the call to action for each of us to use our power to shed light, to help our community survive and thrive. When you arrived, you received a ribbon and were invited to write a blessing or intention upon it. In the time to come, different speakers will talk about ways to connect to the traditions of this holiday. As you listen, you are invited to channel your thoughts and feelings into that ribbon. Later in the service, we will gather the ribbons together, symbolizing the addition of your blessing to this beloved community. And as you go, you will be invited to take a different ribbon home with you, bringing all those solar blessings home.
Countless cultures around the world have a deity or spiritual figure who fills the role of the Earth Mother, the woman who provides for her people with crops and agricultural bounty. In Greece, this niche is filled by the goddess Demeter, who gives us grain and fruits and vegetables and all the rich, abundant greenery that we see this time of summer. Her name, literally Earth Mother, is rooted in the Indo-European word mater, from which we derive our English word mother, and the first part of her name, the day, is likely a cognate of Gai, the ancient Greek word for earth, also spelled as Gaia. But there is so much more to Demeter than the uncomplicated compassion we see advertised so often in Mother's Day cards and in the media. Demeter is not just a mother to humanity. She is also a mother to orchards and bees and slime eels. And when the earth is desecrated or the young and defenseless are abused, her wrath is ferocious. I think it's worth mentioning that in ancient Greece, girls as young as 12 or 15 would be ripped away from their mothers to marry men that they had never met, husbands chosen by their fathers. When Demeter experienced that same horrible loss, she stood up against Hades and Zeus, king of the dead and king of the cosmos, to protect her child. Another myth tells us of how when a Greek prince cut down sacred trees and the dryads who lived inside them, Demeter cursed him with bottomless hunger so that he would never be at peace as he faced the natural consequences of draining the earth's resources. Demeter is a goddess who rides on a chariot pulled by dragons and carries a golden scythe, the same blade that her brother Zeus used to slay their abusive father. She loves this one green earth and all its creatures, but that love is more than bland benevolence. It's the willingness to fight for the defenseless and to withhold her blessings when she's tired and her resources are spent. This time of year is Demeter's time. I invite you to channel her blessing into the ribbon in your hands. May you find your strength and your tenderness as the earth ripens into summer. May you love deeply, walk lightly on the earth, and fight for those you love.
High in the blue, in the warm light of the dawn, a hawk soars. He is the guardian of the East and of the element of air in several neo-Druidic traditions. He is known as the Hawk of the Dawn, but his name is Gwalchmai, the mighty warrior, and he is nephew to Arthur, the once and future king. Let me explain. The name Gwalchmai is Welsh, and he was a folk hero from the earliest Arthur legends, one of his nephews. And it's made up of two elements, gwalk, which means hawk, and me, which might be May, which is literally May, as in the month. And so we get the hawk of May, the spring, the beginning of summer in the Celtic year. The spring is the dawn of the year, and so he was envisioned by earlier generations of neo-Druids as the guardian of the East, and of its associated element, air. Most of you know this hawk of the dawn, but you know him by the English version of his name, Gawain. In late Arthurian material, Gawain's strength is tied to the sun, and he is at his most powerful in the light of noontide. He became the quintessential solar warrior, and today, the summer solstice, is all about the sun. Gwalchmé, the hawk of the dawn, is in part about just that, the clear, pure dawn, and then the rising of the sun, and the waxing solar power reaching its height at noon of the summer solstice. And like the rising sun, Gawain in the legends rises up from headstrong and adventurous youth, full of passions and libido and quick to get into trouble, into one of Arthur's strongest and most reliably moral knights. He goes from being an abject womanizer to being the knight of the maidens, the most chivalrous of the knights, the protector of those who cannot protect themselves in this time period in these legends. And I invite you to channel his power into your ribbon. Gawain's pure enthusiasm, his adventurous heart, his youthful desire to prove himself, and his rise in strength. Channel his upward journey, that of the sun from dawn to noon. May you, too, ripen in the sun.
Someone is cold, someone is stuck, someone is in the shadow of another. A Gaiu called to me with these words through the voice of another in a trance possession ritual. I knew nothing of the Orisha Gaiu, deity of volcanoes, and the fierce forces of nature that bring about transformation from the African diaspora traditions that derive from the Yoruba culture. In the Yoruba culture, he is known as a Ganju, primordial Orisha of the sun, fire, and untamed wilderness. In hindsight, I was surprised on many levels because I considered myself agnostic and had come to the ritual to accompany a friend, and as far as I know, have no ancestral connections to these practices. But he offered me energy and asked what I would do with it. And I said I would be brave and use my voice. He gave me the energy of fire and charged me with not letting my flame go out. So I use my voice today to welcome the element of fire, the spark that ignites inspiration and passion, the flame that invigorates us and invites us to gather together as we welcome summer in. Fire is an integral part of celebration of the summer solstice in many different traditions. Whether it be bonfires, torches, or flaming wheels, people have and do gather joyfully around the sacred fire to celebrate the longest day of the year and to help ensure good health and the safety and abundance of the harvests yet to come as the days grow shorter going forward. The time of the summer solstice is a time when the riotous growth of spring is slowing down. Now the work must be done at a steadier pace to achieve the harvest to come and to protect it. We need the energy to bring forth visions and plans we developed during the darker months. May the primal energy of fire allow us to continue our efforts despite obstacles and challenges that we will face in these dark times. I invite you to take a deep breath and pull in the invigorating energy that fire brings. Channel this energy into your ribbon in hopes that it will sustain you and inspire you and allow you to keep your flame alight through the months to come as we work towards a more beautiful world in the difficult times ahead.
Animists believe that there is a distinct spirit in everything in the natural world, even things we don't generally think of as alive, such as a lake and the area surrounding it. Growing up, summers meant multiple trips to Heart Lake in northeastern Pennsylvania. The lake was teeming with life. Fish swam, butterflies flitted, frogs croaked, chipmunks scurried, and so much more. But there was more to the spirit and the magic of the place than that. I remember the solidness of the stone stairs going down to the lakefront, the blackberries that bloomed along the roads bursting with juice, the softness of the grass underfoot, anchored in rich, dark soil, the sparkle of the stars on a clear, moonless night, the warmth of the wooden dock, warped by years of wind, rain, sunshine, the smell of wood smoke from the bonfires, and the sounds that added to the energy and the magic of the place. The whir and plop as the fishermen cast their line, the shriek and splash as someone was tossed in the water during a surprise attack, the roar of the speedboats towing skiers, the stillness of the afternoon quiet hours. Although I have only been to Heart Lake a few times in the past several decades, the spirit of that lake is permanently imprinted on me. When I am feeling beaten down by the world, I turn to water, whether that be memories of Heart Lake, the beautiful Chesapeake Bay that is my home now, or even my morning shower, and literally submerge in it. As the water flows past me, I envision it taking away the negative bits. The water washes away emotional wounds, aches, and fears, purifying me and readying me to get back out there in the fight. When I am done, I drink fresh, clear water, because water is hydrating and life-giving. The water restores me. Take a moment and think of how it feels to sink into a cool body of water on a hot summer day. Hold your ribbon close, take a deep breath, and channel that restoration into your ribbon.
Fire, air, water, earth, above all this, spirit, that from which the elements originate and that from which we originate, that which is the beginning and that to which we return at the end of all things. But this moment, this day, is not that time. As Suna climbs to her zenith in the year, this is but one of the many peaks we will all experience together as a community of individuals coming together in celebration of the height of the year, a community of individuals coming together in harmony. We're here today, our energy combined in exultation. We raise our voices, we raise our hearts, we celebrate life. We celebrate spirit, and in doing so, we celebrate ourselves because we are spirit. The breath you breathe is the breath of life itself. Spirit animates you. It is the inherent spark of divinity within you. You are divine. I am divine. We are all divine. And as Spirit creates, so too can we. We can create the community we want. We can be the change we want to see. We can manifest our dreams. We must simply remember who we are and where we come from. We must remember the inherent sacredness in all things and remember that we too are part of all things. We are not separate from the web of life. No, we are an integral part of it. And in that, we are creators. Whether we do so consciously or not, we create. Every word we speak creates life or death, hope or despair. We weave reality around ourselves, and if we choose to weave the same reality together, there is truly nothing we cannot do, nothing we cannot create. The world is dark, so let us shine bright in it. Let us bring hope to those who need it. Let us shine as bright as Suna does on this glorious day. And now, take a big, deep breath with me. Breathe in the astral essence of life itself. Breathe with your soul. Breathe in spirit. And with that breath, I bid you to channel your sense of connection into the ribbon in your hands.
At the summer solstice, the sun is at the height of its power. We remember that we too can shine light into dark places, work to grow peace and justice, and share our gifts with the world. You still have your ribbons? Good. Hold it in your hand. Think about the blessing or intention you wrote when you arrived. Think about the words you heard here today and any thoughts or feelings they inspired. Connect to this moment in time. Connect to the strength of the sun. Feel the way the earth around us is growing, transforming, expanding, and blossoming in the blessing of light. Now take all these ideas and feelings and imagine them traveling down your arms and into the ribbon. In a moment, together, we will sing Praise the Sun by Sarah Lynch. The lyrics will be projected on the screen. As we sing some of our dragon scales, we'll move through the sanctuary to collect your ribbons. Just pass them down to the end of the rows. Each of your blessing or intention for this community will be brought together so that they may shine as one. And as you depart, you'll have an opportunity to take one of those blessings from the bowl as a symbol of the light you will carry forth in the season to come. We honor the turning of the wheel of the year and are grateful to have spent this time together in celebration. As you go from this place, please take a ribbon with you as a blessing from this community for your own life. They will be available in the atrium. We are grateful for the hope and love that dwells within us. We are grateful for the ancestors of all kinds that brought forth our lives. We are grateful for our place within the universe and the endless skies above us. We are grateful for the flowing waters that nourish us. We are grateful for the spark of fire that ignites warmth and passion. We are grateful for the stirring currents of air and the breezes that wake imagination. We are grateful for the deep roots that connect us to the sacred earth. We are here together, center and west and south and east and north. We give thanks. 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 We give thanks.